What is up, guys? This is Doug from Basement Level Magic, and I'm gonna do Origins Swiss Draft tonight. Let's see. Not a rare I want. Somber Waddle Alpha is good. Crown Sergeant good. Firebrand Elemental okay. Void Mage great. Suppression Bonds is also pretty good. I think the strongest card probably should be the removal. Let's look how deep the colors are. So if I pick a white card, it is the only white card in the pack. Green card has a second green card that I would be happy to play. If I pick a red card, one of these two, the Crone Sergeant or Seismic Elemental, there's still a Fire Fiend Elemental that if it came back around, I'd be happy to take. The Somberwald Alpha is very powerful, but I think in this case I want to take a powerful card. Well, I'm not crazy about red in this format. I'm going to take the Suppression Bonds. Removal first. Now I'm wishing I'd taken a red card. I mean, Lightning Javelin and an Necron Sergeant if I hadn't picked up the first one, but since we took a white card, Anointer of Champions is very good, and I'll take it. Alright, so more removal versus Stalwart Aven. Aven is great. Rogue's Passage also good. Alchemist Vial definitely has a place in almost any deck in this format. I'm gonna take the creature. Celestial Flare can be a bit awkward. It's not a true removal card in that you don't get to pick. Wow, we'll get rewarded though for sticking to white with the Knightly Valor. Still looking to pick up a second color, not sure where I'd like to be. I mean, this pack has everything. I mean, it's got a great green card, two of them really. Three, geez, green looks open. There's a bunch of white. Amperin Tactician is okay. Nobody really plays the Enlightened Aesthetic. It's an okay sideboard card. Knightly Valor is excellent. It's a bomb. So in this pack, there are two excellent green removal spells, or a combat trick and a removal spell. And then in white, there's a Grasp of the Hieromancer, which is also an excellent card. I'm going to take the Wild Instincts. I think green's open, and I think it's a better card overall than the Grasp. We'll see. We'll see if we end up green or not. So here we are again. I'm probably going to have to switch gears here pretty soon and prioritize some creatures, but I'm going to take the Enshrouding Mist. Excellent combat trick, especially if you're playing anything that that uses Renown. Take the Castellan here. It's a slightly riskier pick. We only have one green card. We don't know that we're in green. So the Amperin Tactician is the safe play, but it's a 4-drop versus a 3-drop. So I'm going to take the Castellan. If we end up in green, it's a much more powerful card. So nothing here in green. Warhorn can be played in the right deck. Kytheon's Tactics if you have nothing else. I think the most powerful card in the pack right now is the Disperse, and I'm going to take that just as a hedge. I'll take a Force Mage here. Looks like we're headed towards green, white, pretty intensely. The Vastwood Gorger is good. It's a good finisher, but they always tend to be around at the end. And the 2-drops in this format seem to be the hardest to come by. So I'll take the Cleric. I want to stay pretty low to the ground in this format. I don't like having more than 2, maybe 3 big bomb cards at the top of the curve. Vastwood Gorger is a pretty good one. But I need to fill out my curve first. Got to get to the late game before it matters what card you picked. So the only thing here I might actually play is the Automaton. So put that in for now. Put the Aesthetic in the sideboard. And there are certain situations where, yeah, it's the exact thing you want. But I would never mainboard it if I had an option. These cards really don't matter. Alright, Willbreaker. I like Willbreaker. I've played some pretty good Willbreaker decks. But switching gears now to make use of a Willbreaker would be pretty tough. Claustrophobia is good, Might of the Mass is good, Knight of the Pilgrim's Road, good. And Twinen's Elite, I don't think I have one elf. Yeah, one elf. So it's a 2-drop. I mean, it's a 2/2 for 2. It's a bear, so I mean, it would certainly fill a slot in the deck. Yeah, it's got potential upside. I don't know about first picking it. I'm gonna take the white card, I believe. Yeah. Relic Seeker. I haven't seen any equipment that I feel like I want to play. Undercity Troll's quite good. A lot of good blue in this deck. Whirler Rogue, Aeronaut, and Void Mage. Wow. But if I had switched gears, try to get into blue instead of green, I'm probably only going to get one of these cards. I mean, it'd be the Whirler Rogue for sure. I'm just trying to decide Undercity Troll versus Titanic Growth. I think we can get a Titanic Growth later. I'm going to take the Troll. Alright, in this pack, looking mostly at Pharika's Disciple. More good blue. I think it's getting pretty close to too late. If that Willbreaker comes back around, I'm going to be very disappointed I didn't switch. But yeah, I think we'll just take the Disciple. Right, some good, well, a good black card, a couple of good red cards, Kythian's Tactics. Still not sure I'm ready for that. We got 9 creatures, only 4 spells. Yeah, we're getting close. I think I'm gonna take the Llanowar Empath. I think a blue deck would be looking pretty good at this point. Watercourse would be a good pickup. Interesting to see if we play against a blue deck. Alright, so Might of the Masses versus Sylvan Messenger. I don't think I'm going to have enough elves to make Messenger worthwhile, so I'm going to take the Might here. I love Scab Goliath. Yeah, a blue deck would have been pretty good. I'm going to take the Gorger. I think it's time to put something on the top end. And here I'm going to take the Visionary. Now we're kind of running out of options. I've tried to play the Jailer, and the only reason I tried to play it is because I lost to it once. But I just don't think the card's very good. I'm going to take the Goliath. It's a powerful card I don't want to play against. Yeah, just goes to show you, just because you lost to a card doesn't mean it's a good card. Yeah, blue would have been quite good. I'll take the Priest. I think it's too expensive for what it does, and I probably won't play it, but that's fine. Here I'm going to take the Grasp of the Hieromancer. I think it's probably fine at this point. I'd like to pick up 2 more creatures. I'd like at least one of them to be on the top end of the curve. I would be happy with 3 if they were decent. I don't know that I play the Kythian's Tactics. We'll see. If I get up to 14 creatures, I probably do. I'm taking all blue cards. There's no chance that I switch and play these cards, but I don't know. Well, I think we take Liliana. And it looks like on a brighter note, there's not anything else that I would have been too crazy to pick up. I mean, I would have taken the Cleric of the Forward Order. I've been happy to do it, but yeah, we'll take the Liliana, even though it's not going to see play. Gideon's Phalanx. Now that's a high-end card for the top of our curve that could definitely be the bomb that wins us the game. So we'll take that for sure. Here we're going to take the Timberpack Wolf. I think we want a couple more 2-drops. Looking more and more at playing the Kythian's Tactics now. Consul's Lieutenant, sure, why not? This deck is starting to look pretty good. Not sure why these won't sort. Sort by color. There we go. So looking to pick up 2 cards. The Automaton, if we found something to replace it, would be okay. And I think it's a fine sideboard card as well. I mean, the 3 life in some matchups is totally relevant. Our curve tops out at 7. I think we're a little heavy on the 4-drops anyway, so yeah, I could cut the Guardian if something that looked like it just fit the deck came around. Another Citadel Castellan would be nice. One of those Rogues passages came back around, that would be okay too. Wow. So my options are second Consul's Lieutenant or Suppression Bonds. I think we got to take the Lieutenant, but that's tough. And Lieutenant, if you get him online, is so good. And the chance of getting him online with 2 is a whole lot better than 1. So I have a Kythian's Tactics. I'm not going to play 2, so I'm not really considering taking that. I guess the Orchard Spirit gives us a little evasion. I'm not sure it makes the deck. And then, yeah, I think we could use maybe one more removal spell. So Celestial Flare at this point I think is probably okay. I would play another Llanowar Empath, but like I said, the 4-drop slot seems a little heavy. So we'll do that. Have 1 Cleric. So the upside of taking a Cleric, it's much better. But what do I cut at this point? Maybe the Spirit. Might just cut the Spirit, yeah. Well, that's nice. I'd rather play 3 Clerics than 2. Take the second Kythian's Tactics. I don't know that it sees play. I'll put the Amber Tactician in and make some decisions here in a minute. Deck looks good to me. I think we can cut another 4-drop. Just with the double white, it may end up being the Tactician. Wow, okay, I'll take it. What are people playing? Blue is open, white is open. I wonder what colors we're gonna see. I hate playing the Bounding Crassus. Playing against it, that is. 3/3 for 3 with flash. Untap something else. Just blows you out. It's too good. Alright, so what do we do? Let's see, there we go. So we'll sort by converted mana cost and then group the creatures separately. And we have 17 creatures and 9 other spells. I need to make 3 cuts. Alright, so Wild Instincts for sure we play. Knightly Valor for sure. Grasp, maybe not. Mighty Leap, maybe not. Celestial Flare, maybe not. And then as far as creatures go, Cleric looks good. Lieutenant looks good. Visionary's always good. Timberpack Wolf in a single, as a single, when I have this many 2-drops, might be a potential. Knight of the Pilgrim's Road is good. Aven is fine. Force Mage is fine. Castellan is great. So perhaps I cut. I mean, a 3/3 on board is nice, but essentially the Pharika's Disciple fills the same slot for the same amount of mana, but is a little bit easier to cast. They both eat 2/2s and trade with 3/3s. I mean, the upside is just the one round this comes into play. The Amper Tactician comes into play. With this many 2-drops, that might be a consideration. And then the Empath gives you a scry, lets us find a bomb later in the game. I mean, I don't know. Quite a tear lately. I've keep pulling Planeswalkers. This is I think the third one in the last 3 times I've played. It's not bad. So that's 22. And I've got 2 combat tricks, 2 removal, an aura that creates a creature, and an instant that creates 4 2/2s. That all seems fine. I think I can put in Flare if I am getting like aggroed out. I might want to put Mighty Leap back in. I mean, I really like Grasp of the Hieromancer. I mean, it's a powerful effect. Tapping down one of their creatures. Mighty Leap comes as a surprise. Can get you in for the last few damage. I think I'm going to play. So the problem with auras in general is that you open yourself up for a 2-for-1. So I think I'd rather play one of the instants, and I think it's going to be the Mighty Leap. I just think there's more situations where that could come up. Alright, 11 and 6. Sort by color and combine the groups. It says 11 and 6, and back to converted mana cost. Our early game is almost exclusively white. So I think 10-7 sounds pretty good. And we'll submit that, and I will see you guys in round 1. Thanks for watching.